Hi Leo, welcome to the Jezebel Way Tarot. Today I'm going to be doing your love and separation read for the second half of February. I wanted to say thank you for the 1,953 views for first half. I sure appreciate you guys. So let's get straight to it. Let's see what's going on in love for Leo. Bringing a balance to a relationship first off the bat. You can see that. Luck is on your side, Leo. Beautiful. Luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. Look at the bigger picture. And your dreams need a practical plan. So sometimes when we are manifesting, we have to have an action behind that, right? We can't just manifest and then expect it to happen with no effort on our part, right? We have to put forth some effort in order to help bring about that manifestation. So let's get some cards on it, Leo, and see what's going on with you and your lover. Look at the bigger picture. So I've got Sagittarius and Taurus. This is about heart. The heart. Practical plans in love. Practical plans. Okay, new beginnings. Practical plans and new beginnings in love. Having the courage to put the effort and work into something. Let's see what's going on with your partner, Leo. Aquarius energy here, pretty heavy. Healing. So basically this is saying, hey, let's move slow. Let's not move fast. We want this thing to last. So let's build a firm foundation. That's what your partner's saying. They want to heal this relationship. They want to slow down a little bit and take it step by step. Practical plans. Putting the work in to build the foundation of the relationship. You're here, Leo, working up the courage to maybe put some work into areas that maybe a little weaker than others. It could be dealing with Scorpio too. Leo, think you feel like there's not going to be enough transformation in this situation for you. Although you want to move forward in the future, you want to do something practical, building a house or moving in together or buying a home together. You want the offer from this person to be able to move forward with that. I think you're going to get it. You're going to get it, but something here needs to be more practical. So let's see what this Ace of Cups in the reverse is. Oh, somebody's deceiving themselves about the forward movement. Leo, here you are. You know that I'm blocking this situation over here. Maybe they said some things that you didn't want to hear, right? Or vice versa. So maybe you had them on block for a little bit. I'm blocking this situation as happiness. Moving forward in this situation is happiness. Your partner, though, is saying, let's slow it down a little bit. Let's see why. Your partner wants to drag their feet on a move. So it looks like there may be a move, okay? Your partner is dragging their feet about this, and let's see why. I think they're trying to protect something. Oh. Yeah, lack of foundation. Lack of foundation and situation. Someone's idea of relationship is different than the other one. Someone wants to build a life. wants children, wants marriage, wants the home, wants the whole 9 yards, right? Somebody isn't having the foresight enough to understand that sometimes if you want things to work out, you got to build a decent foundation. You can't build your house on a foundation that isn't level, right? And that's what your partner here is saying. We can't build this thing if things are out of balance and not level. We have to think about the plans that we make for the future. We have to think about the steps that we need to take. So let's see what the blocks are for your partner. They want abundance in this situation. Making the decision. They're holding on to money, but they're holding on to the situation and they want to move forward, but maybe they feel as though there's not enough resources right now to accomplish what you want, right? Maybe this is a money issue. So let's see what's going on here with this Ten of Swords. I feel like they feel that they will be betraying you if they are not financially stable. If there isn't stability here, one of you is going to end up walking away and this relationship is going to be no good. And there will be sorrow for this. So what they offer you, Leo, is something small all along the way. And you feel like they're breadcrumbing you. And they're not. What they're doing is saying, let's do this the right way. Let's make the moves to do this the right way. Because if we skip one of these steps, it's going to fall apart. You know, we may be able to move into that $300,000 house, but don't you want a decent down payment on that? Or don't you want to plan and work up to that? Maybe we should start small and work our way up. Something practical versus passion. Somebody wants to be practical in building a foundation for relationship, and somebody's ready to jump and dive all in. And the patience, I think, is running out. Let's see what's going on with you. Yeah, you're thinking all about the kids, the house. You want the same dream as them. And you've poured yourself out for that, except I don't think that you are as financially stable either as you would like to be. And there's some issue here about juggling money right now. And victory is in doing the thing. But victory is not in, according to your partner, in finances. Maybe they don't feel like they can provide for you in a family right now if their finances aren't in order. And if your finances aren't in order. And you're thinking, well, the victory is just to be together. But they're thinking about the bigger picture, right? They're thinking about further down the road. So I think maybe if the idea is in being together, then be together. You can be together in an apartment or a mansion. So this is about expectations about what you think your future should look like. So let's see what the blocks between the two of you are. Happiness. Taurus and Aries energy here now. Gemini. Happiness to your partner is about being a provider. Happiness to your partner is about being able to feel secure in being a masculine energy to you and to a future, to a family, right? And they feel like they're not going to be able to do that right now. And they want to tell you about that. That look, they've been thinking about this and they think it's just, they have to look for other opportunities. There have to be other opportunities. There have to be other ways for us to do this instead of jumping off with it, into the thing with no assurances. So your partner's playing it cautious and I think you're becoming a little impatient. Let's see how they feel about you. Okay, transparency. They want transparency, but they want money to be balanced. They don't want to be chained to, they don't want you guys to suffer. They want to be financially stable. They feel like if you're not financially stable, then there's going to be suffering. They want this relationship with you, but they want you to see it from their perspective. Libra energy here. They want things to be balanced in love, in money, in life. So let's see what they're attracted to about you. balance, serenity. They enjoy the fact that you don't hold back. They enjoy the fact that you're not afraid to take risks, and that you speak your mind. They enjoy that about you. They worry sometimes that you just don't want to be single, that you won't be happy. You won't be happy if there's not money there. So maybe this is a matter of, Leo, you're not giving a damn about money. Maybe your partner gives a damn a lot about money. And they feel like if they can't give you that, big house and whatever, then that makes them lesser of a partner for you, and that you're not going to be happy if they're not able to provide that for you. So if that's a block in your situation and this resonates, then maybe a conversation needs to be had that, you know what, let's start out small and build our way up. Money really doesn't matter to me. Does cause stress in a relationship if you're not on the same page. But let's be transparent with our money. This is what we can practically afford, so let's do that. And then when we're better off financially, we'll move up. But being with you is the most important thing. It's not really about the money. So I think that needs to be relayed. Let's see what their intention is. There's some fear about loss of money. Your partner has a fear of loss of money. Well, what if we get into this thing and I lose my job? Or what if we get into this thing and we can't afford to maintain these payments? What if that happens? Where are we going to be then? And they're going to feel like a failure. Their intention is to come to you and talk to you about making good choices. They're going to apologize to you. They feel like their defensiveness keeps you trapped a lot. And they want this reconciliation. Their judgment, there was an issue about their defensiveness regarding money and burdens when not having money, causing fights and conflict. And I think the main thing, and now I have Cancer energy. So I think the main issue here is they don't feel like they're a husband energy or provider energy if they're not bringing home the dough. And that's really more of a control issue than it is anything else. This person prides themselves on being a good provider. Maybe that's how they love. But if the focus is on the money and the focus is on material things, then there's going to be stress, period, whether there's money or not money, because somebody's afraid to be broke. And it's a control issue with them. And maybe they've experienced in the past in other relationships when money got tight, that was the end of the situation. So that's something that you two are going to need to come together and discuss about. What value is placed on money and why? Why is there such an emphasis on money? Because remember, you're going into a situation and you're sharing with someone, okay? That's one thing. But when it comes down time to the nitty-gritty, when you're parting a relationship and maybe divorce, people's true colors come out and they start getting nasty about money. So there needs to be some sort of a boundary set about money here to begin with. Okay. Looks like you and your partner are going to have a light bulb moment over some of the confusion that's happening regarding romance versus, marriage and kids and family. I think that they want to see a little bit of independent thought from you also, or maybe you want to see that from them regarding not being in an illusion of and not being carried away with romance and the wedding and all of that. How are we going to live practical life after that? So your person's very, very practical. And that might be a difference between the two of you being able to bring those two elements together. They want to know what the plan is. Okay. See what their next move may be. Codependency. I think they want to see a little bit of independence. They want to be independent. I think they maybe feel codependent on money. And that's something that they have to work on. Sometimes that's where people seek their validation. And they think, well, you know, if I don't have this or that and the other, then I can't feel safe. And they seek their validation in money, in materialism. I think they're going to be coming to you and expressing something to you, song, a gift, something creative about how they feel about you in this situation. But I think what you're dealing with is a person who wants a good life and they want to be a provider. But the emphasis is on money, and that may be a major control issue for them in this relationship. So a conversation needs to be had about striking a balance between money and love. So let's get some more cards on it. Let's see what they want to say to you. They could be battling childhood poverty also. I mean, sometimes people who grow up without any money, they want to make sure they're financially secure. They want to get as far away from that poverty as possible. And maybe they feel like if they're unable to provide for their family, then they're re-triggered into a position in which they were vulnerable to that poverty. So it could be something your person's needing to work on as far as, you know, getting rid of childhood issues that motivate how they behave. I'm still trying to find a place for myself in the world. Yeah, I think they have a lot of ambition. Our love was too intense for me and I needed to break away. Okay, I think because they may have been faced with chance taking, which I don't think is something that your partner does a very good job of. I think that they were faced with, you know, I can't see it in black and white, therefore it doesn't exist. Being away from you hurts like hell. I didn't realize it would be this difficult. So they want this, you know, they want this coming back to you, right? But you will forever have a battle with this person being able to take a leap of faith without having the bottom line right there in front of their face. They just do not take safety and security in taking chances. Sagittarius is here also. Balance, yin yang, darkness and light. Stay centered. Stay centered in your higher self. I think you're going to have your answer before winter's over, which is approaching very quickly. There's going to be an outcome, and there needs to be an issue of appreciation, gratefulness. There's a hidden path to this divine timing happening. I think you've been going through a separation, right? I do. I think you've been going through a separation because we have to learn lessons. And this is about validation. And validation through money and possessions, which sometimes that's really hard to learn. I feel safe from the poverty of my childhood if I'm able to provide for my children in a better way than I was provided for. I feel safe by having a pad in my bank account. That way I don't have to worry about re-experiencing something I wasn't in control of and was subject to in my past. I don't feel safe and secure if I'm not having this specific life look the way that I thought it was supposed to. And it all is centered around escaping something else, right? Okay, so this is going to be all about family. You're going to come right back to one another again. Long story short, the issue is your person has to overcome a little bit of their control issues when it comes to their money And maybe you're going to have to kind of see things from their side and maybe slow down a little bit. Let's get some love cards on it. The heart of the matter. This is 2211. This is a new path, but this is about building. Okay, 22 is a master number within itself. It does break down to the 11, which is also a master number. And the 11 is about a new path, about enlightenment, about spiritual teaching, illumination, right? And the 22 is about, and it's the same with the 22, but it's kind of like a more practical thing about coming together, building, right? There is more going on than meets the eye. Recognize what this is all about. This is what I'm talking about when I'm saying that your partner is undergoing a reality that's threatening their reality or their trauma about poverty. And so that's something that you're going to have to inquire a little bit more about, I think. Be supportive. Understand that if you trust this person and you feel like their opinion matters to you or their way of doing things matters to you, then see if you can go with that program. This is about closing out cycles. Make a genuine effort to show you care. The only thing that is real is love. It isn't money. It isn't cars. It isn't a specific lifestyle to make you feel like you've arrived and overcome trauma in your past about poverty. Because you're valid because you exist. You validate yourself here, your outer world starts to reflect that, right? And sometimes the material templating and in the matrix is very hard to overcome, but it's one of the first lessons we have to overcome when we're awakening and when we're ascending. That is a matrix trap, right? So your person's purging out things and they're coming to the surface and they're being triggered and you're triggering them to deal with what it is that's triggering them, right? They will soon see. This is divinely guided. 7. The only thing that is real is love. That is where you build your foundation, okay? Shift your focus from the problem, which is this need to feel safe and validated through money, and back to love, right? Because you can live in a mansion and be alone in that mansion and be miserable if you don't have love, right? Love makes a house a home, right? So let's get a advice card for you. Okay. 6 of Wands, victory. Congratulations. You've done a wonderful job. Time to move on to the next project. Awards, scholarships, or promotions. So this is forward movement. This is congratulations. This is victory. This person may need a lot of extra support in the area of, I've got your back, loyalty. I'm not here for this. I'm here because I love you, right? And we can live in a cardboard box and I'd be happy. I mean, this person has a really hard time feeling secure, self-confident without money. So you are going to have to really take the emphasis off of money in order to get through this kind of period of time. So Leo, I'll see you guys later.